Episode 3.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another installment of the Convo. I am your co-host, Brandon Michael.
That's Ricardo Luciano.
And yeah, we're here again talking our shit. I know we've been on a little hiatus for 2 weeks, but that was because I was out of town. My sister is having twin boys, so I was at the gender reveal. So shout out to her and those potential to be boys.
Yeah, that is.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it. Before we get started, some exciting news. Ricardo and I wanted to show you guys how serious we are about the convo and everything it's about, that we actually decided to start making T-shirts. So if you guys want to support, we'll be having T-shirts. We'll be having sweatshirts. You can get them custom made in your color, whatever you want them to say on the back. On the front, they actually have the convo, and it says "Talking My Shit" with our logo.
As we should.
And then on the back, you could put your name, you could put a quote, and then you could put your number, like whatever your favorite number is. Yeah. So,
It's just, you know what I mean? We just promoting the brand.
Yeah.
We're promoting the image. We got the couch on the T-shirt because we feel like the couch is symbolic of what the convo's all about.
Where it all started.
You know what I mean? This is where we talk our shit as we should because, you know, this is America. We talk our shit because we can. So, you know what I mean? We just elevating the brand. We got to get our shit out there.
So I think before we get started, Ricardo, how was your day so far?
I've been drunk since about like 3 p.m., 2 p.m.
That's sad.
I've been pretty lit. I've been pretty violent on some real shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, right before this, it was some pretty sad, unfortunate events. Ricardo and I were recording a track, and just as we wanted to show the fans, our viewers, our new music, we
SoundCloud dubbed our shit.
We found out, you know, some copyright issues, and if you don't own it, don't use it.
Some niggas just, you know, we just ain't meant to be great. You know what I'm saying? Some barriers stand in the way of niggas being great. So,
but if you are interested, we could share it with you, or we could find a way to send it to you. So, like, subscribe, comment, and let us know. Hey, we want to hear the song,
they don't even know
and we'll
what
give
song
it to
we
you.
doing.
Oh, what?
They don't even know what song we doing.
Well, the song that we did was "Emotionless." You heard the Mariah Carey sample that Drake put on his album, so we took that and we did our own. So actually, during the episode, we're actually gonna give you a snippet.
Whoa, wait, hold on. No, what are you doing?
I lied.
What are you doing? YouTube on the same bullshit SoundCloud is. If y'all want a snippet, y'all comment below. Comment with your email address. Comment with your phone number. We'll send the shit to you. Cause SoundCloud ain't with the bullshit. YouTube definitely ain't gonna be with the bullshit either. So
Yeah.
we just gonna have to do our shit.
Okay.
Let's get on with the program, man.
So the first and I guess the biggest news that's been happening in the past 2 weeks is LeBron James to the Lakers. Personally, for me, I think it's a fresh start, and it's introducing that he is thinking about life after basketball. LA has been a place that he goes every summer, and now with his kids starting high school, you know, it's time for him to finally settle down and find a home and stop trying to go from team to team. So I think LA was a good choice.
Yeah. Fuck that nigga though, but on some real shit, like, I'm glad he made that decision. I knew it from the jump. From the second he was a free agent, I knew he was gonna go out there. He's thinking about life after basketball. He ain't worried about winning no championships no more. If you know what I mean, if the championships come, which of course the opportunity will present itself. He signed a 4-year deal with them.
Yeah.
That opportunity is gonna come. If he doesn't win a championship, fuck it. He's out there because no funny shit. Who wouldn't want to be a professional at anything in Los Angeles? Like, it's the perfect place to be. It's the perfect place to be if you're an athlete, an actor, a lawyer, anything. Like, being a professional, anything in Los Angeles or in New York is just a whole different experience. So I don't even blame him for going over there. Fuck that nigga though. But
even being homeless in LA seems nice. But all right, so that's it. I wish him the best. Ricardo is a Boston fan, so maybe in those 4 years you might see a Boston versus Lakers, but that's a big what if. All right. So the next issue that we have going on is the Tiana Taylor with her album that came out. Now, recently in a few interviews that she had, she said she was a little disappointed with the final product that came out because after 5 long years, the fact that only 7 songs made the album, the fact that some of the songs were actually cut short, she was a little. She wasn't too satisfied with the work that she put out because this is her everything. This was 5 long years since her last project, and she just felt like she let her fans down in a sense. Personally, for me, I love the album. I thought that it had a lot of great qualities, but I felt like it was missing something to take it to that next level, and I felt like she was missing something. So I can understand where she's coming from, especially with 7 songs. It's really hard for you to, put 5 years worth of music into just seven songs. So, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's a very complicated situation when an artist themselves isn't comfortable with the work they're putting out. And I think, just like how we discussed the other day, I think that a lot of this does fall upon Kanye himself because a lot of his decisions is what led to Tiana feeling this way. And I feel like, although I don't hold Kanye West as high as I don't hold Kanye West very highly as a rapper, but I hold him very highly in terms of a producer. I think he is an amazing producer.
I think in terms of the whole artist aspect, he has it. I feel like when you think of an artist, the whole package, even though you may not think he's a great rapper, I think as an artist itself, he has the full package of what you would like an artist to be.
He knows what he wants his music to sound like.
But at the same time, do you feel like good music was affected poorly or positively?
Nah, he fucked up. He fucked
'Cause
up.
everyone-
He did everybody dirty besides his own project.
Which, by the way, I loved his project.
His own
I
album,
love that
despite
project.
of, whatever anybody could say about him, we both don't necessarily agree with what he had to said initially. You know what I mean? In terms of how he worded it,
Yeah.
we don't initially agree with what he said, but we don't let those type of opinions get in the way of his profession in terms of what he does for a living, which is make music and rap. So when he came out with his album, it was amazing. I think it was like a very emotionally driven and one of the deepest albums he's had in recent memory. But besides his project, he did everybody else dirty.
People like the Pusha album. They said it was a great album.
I don't think so.
It wasn't
Fuck that shit.
that good for me. Nas's album could have been way better,
Could have been way better.
especially because Nas is a legend.
That shit is trash bags.
And the Kanye and Cudi, I thought it was just a little weird to me. But everyone has a preference. But I feel like, in my opinion, Tiana Taylor had the second best.
Tiana shit was solid.
It was a solid
That
project.
was a solid project. That definitely was a solid project.
Okay, so our next topic is, when is trolling too far? Recently, a few months ago, Terry Crews has actually came out that he's been sexually assaulted by a man before in front of his wife, where a guy actually grabbed his genitals at a party, and he felt like if he would have responded, it would have affected him negatively. Wow.
Negatively.
Poorly. So, after coming out and letting the world know about his sexual harassment or sexual assault, 50 Cent, the king of troll, actually went on social media and clowned Terry Crews, talking about, oh, well, look how big you are. Why didn't you just defend yourself? Or why don't you just beat him up, get the strap, yada, yada, yada. 50 Cent, he makes a lot of fun and games, and he trolls a lot of people, but I feel like, when is trolling ever too far? Like, should there be a chill from time to time on when you should troll somebody?
I think there's specific situations where trolling is, one, unnecessary, and two, uncalled for. I feel like in Terry Crews' specific situation, that was both. I feel like it was both unnecessary and uncalled for because it is a sensitive topic. And I also feel like once family is brought into the equation, I feel like that is where everything is taken too far too. No matter what you're doing, like even it can go way beyond trolling. Once families start getting brought into the entire conversation, that's when everything starts getting too far. So I mean, for me, like I'm a hard ass nigga. So like I like that shit. I like what 50 does on a regular. That shit make me laugh. That shit is fucking hilarious. I don't like it when Tekashi do it because Tekashi corny as fuck. But for some reason, I like when 50 do it. So I mean, if you don't agree with me, then get the strap on some real shit. Cause I don't give a shit. I fuck with how 50 does his trolling. But however, I do feel like with the whole Terry Crews situation, he did take it a little bit too far.
Yeah, but I think in Terry Crews' situation, I feel like 50 Cent. I think the thing with 50 knows he has enough power that no matter what he says or does, people will still support his businesses even if they don't want to.
Cause he a real nigga.
Like effing vodka, people will still buy that because people still enjoy it.
That's a real nigga.
Power, people love watching Power.
That's a real nigga show.
So it's like, yeah. But with Terry Crews' situation, I think people need to understand that when it comes to sexual assault, it's not just what's going on right then and there. It's about mentally what you're thinking about what's going to happen after. Like with Terry Crews' situation, he was fearing for, even though I did nothing wrong, how I react after, that's the biggest fear for me because I don't know what the consequences will be because, one, I'm a bigger guy. Two, you know, I'm very furious. And I feel like that happens with a lot of sexual cases that a lot of times people stay still, people take what's going on to them because they fear about what's going to happen after if they react to a certain situation. And it's sad. So no matter how big you are, how small you are, how much of an advantage you might have about somebody, there's nothing wrong with you saying, listen, I can't react the way I want to react because I know that there will be consequences after. It's sad world that we live in that people still get sexually assaulted, but I'm glad that people are actually speaking out about it and saying, listen, this is what's happening to me. Okay, so the next topic we have to talk about today is social media, and Rick is going to show us a picture, or he's going to talk about a topic.
I'm going to talk about this because I've been... You know, because of the lack of social life that I have up here in Buffalo, and because there aren't many people that we hang out with or whatever, I find myself on social media a lot, and I feel like lately this question has been, you know, surfacing on my mind, and it's the idea that social media has really shaping the female perspective in terms of what a beautiful woman is, you know what I mean? And we discussed this yesterday in a failed attempt to shoot this third episode, but we're getting it right this time. Yesterday when we filmed, you brought up the idea that, you know, even before social media, we're predisposed to this idea of what beauty is because of, you know, because of companies and commercials and through advertising and marketing, we've already been predisposed to what we believe beauty is even way before social media. But my you know, gripe here, the bone that I'm picking with social media is the fact that there are accounts and there are pages and there are individuals who simply post just to sort of flaunt and be arrogant in the sense of they know how gorgeous they are. They know how many likes their picture would get. And I think that culture within social media is destroying a lot of self-esteems in both the female and the male community. Because we both know and we all know that, you know, it's the woman on the gram with the good bodies, with the curves, with the thighs and the ass and the big titties that are gonna get the likes. You know what I mean? And those are the ones that are gonna get the reshared. And coincidentally enough, those are the ones that we always catch on the Explorer page. And the ones that are getting shared and the ones that are getting tagged on the pictures of themselves so that people that are liking those pictures on other pages can go and follow them. So I just wanted to get your opinion on this because although we all understand that we are predisposed to this idea of what beauty is, I just think it's taken to a whole nother level when individuals like you and me are going out of their way to predispose everyone else to the same message with no motive, with no product to sell, with no like agenda. Just, I know I'm gorgeous. I'm gonna get the likes. Here you go. Follow me. You wish you could be like me, but you can't. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is, it is a long ass question, but this is essentially what it is. Is like, what's the point of the Instagram model? I'll wait.
What's the point of an Instagram model? Personally, for me, I don't know.
Because
But you know what? I'm lying. I do know, because of the fact that with Instagram models, even when you don't, because think about it, when say for example, there's a female with a fat ass on her page, she'll be doing a workout or something like that, and she's promoting a certain product because somebody had tagged her like, hey, I have a clothing line, I'll pay you, can you promote this, that, and the third? Cool. But when we reshare it, it doesn't show that they're promoting a certain type of outfit. It just shows that person the ass. I think the only time that I ever see somebody reshare something and say, oh, look at them promoting so-and-so, is when they do the Fashion Nova fits, where they're like, oh, look at this celebrity, she's wearing the Fashion Nova fit, or this girl's doing a workout, it's the Fashion Nova fit. So Instagram models have that power that they could be like, hey, can you flaunt this? Can you flaunt my booty shorts and I'll pay you? But I feel like...
But no, funny, Fashion Nova is a very good example of what I'm saying, because what's so special about Fashion Nova?
Fashion Nova, the reason why Fashion Nova is one, it's cheap, but it's good quality, and two, is for everybody.
But my thing is, there's no distinct quality to it. There's nothing. Literally, like, if I put a Fashion Nova fit in front of you and put a fit from Macy's, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. But you will, however, be able to tell the difference in terms of the woman that I put in that outfit.
But the thing about fashion...
Because we all know the type of women that Fashion Nova puts in their outfit.
Well, no, they put everybody. I've seen thick girls. I've seen big girls.
They just started with the fashion, the plus size.
Yeah, but they're highly promoting it now. But the thing about it, too, is people have been real critical about it, that they can't really support it the way they want to. Because remember when I think World Star had supported, like, sponsored Fashion Nova, and they put up like a big girl in a Fashion Nova fit, and everyone's like, oh, you should have turned off the comments, and everyone's just coming for like, oh, like, I understand, like, fat is beauty or big is beauty, but she's just too big, she's too ugly. So it was like, I want to be able to promote my people, but if you guys are not accepting of it, sometimes it's hard for me to put,
I don't know, man.
The internet's a very cruel place.
We all know.
It's a very cruel place.
As viewers, you can go on your gram right now and you can type in Fashion Nova right there on the search bar, and you know that, first of all, the plus size girls have their own division. That's first of all. But you don't see that many Fashion Nova curve posts as you do regular Fashion Nova posts. These are the posts that are getting on the Explore page. Because these are the women that get the likes. Nobody wants to be a plus size. You know what I mean? Even if you're plus size, you don't want to be a plus size. You want to be these women. You know what I mean? Because these are the women that get the reshares, and these are the women that get the likes. And I think it's so wrong, because I mean, everybody's beautiful on some real shit, and it's just, like I said, because of the amount of time that I've been spending on social media, it's just crazy to me, the amount of examples that I'm explaining to you right now that I see literally per scroll is insane. And that just goes to show you the amount of pressure that I think women are women are under in this society compared to men. That they have so much expectations to meet that 99% of them are just unobtainable. Those expectations are unobtainable. And if they are, they have to go through unreasonable lengths just to reach them. And I think that it's wrong, and I think it's unnecessary. So no funny shit. Fuck all y'all IG models on some real shit, because y'all are too concerned with promoting how y'all look as opposed to letting everybody know that it's okay how they look. So fuck y'all bitches.
So as we segue into that, I wanted to read a post that I actually found on the internet, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So the post goes, "You cannot give a woman everything she needs. If God Himself gave them eyebrows, they shave it and drill their own. God gave them nails, they cut it off and fix their own. God gave them hair, they cut it off and fix their own. He gave them breasts, they repackage it to what they want. God gave them buttocks, they rearrange it to the size they want. If even God can't satisfy them, then who are you to think that you can please them? My brother, don't kill yourself." Now, when I read that post, first I was like, wow, like, but I feel like it goes both ways. So it's basically, in my opinion, I feel like it says you can't please people because, and don't try to kill yourself trying to please people because of the fact that God made us a certain way and people are still not satisfied with it. If God made you skinny, people say, no, I still want to gain more weight because I hate the way I'm born. If people say, oh, I wasn't born with a lot of hair, well, let me wear a weave. Well, I don't like the way my natural hair looks, so I'm going to wear a wig, or I'm going to wear a toupee because God didn't born me with hair. Like, there's always something that people want to change about themselves because the way that they were originally created, they're not satisfied with themselves. So I think the point that the post was saying was that don't try to break your back trying to, make everyone happy. Like, you can't. It's reality. You can't, because people always want changes about themselves because they're not always satisfied with themselves. So, Rick?
I mean, even before sharing that post, I never tried to break my back to please other people just because I feel like I don't have the responsibility to be pleasing other people. And the only people I have to please are the people that birth me. Those are the people that I go out of my way to please because they're the reason why I'm here. In terms of pleasing another individual, that post is completely right. I feel like there are people in all walks of life that don't accept the way that they are and go out of their way to change themselves and to quote unquote better themselves in their eyes, which doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. It's not, it doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. It's just the meaning of that post is saying if they themselves feel like they have to change if they have to change what they see in the mirror, how are they going to confide in you when you tell them that they are everything you want them to be?
If you're not, I always tell people, you can't expect others to be confident if you're not confident in yourself first. You can't expect other people to value you if you don't value yourself first. And if you want to get changed, good, go ahead. But don't, for those people out there that always want to try to make somebody feel better about themselves, if they want to go for a change, go for a change. That's why I always tell people, whenever they say, oh, I don't like the way I look, I want to do this and the third, I will say, listen, I'll support you whatever you want to do. Because by me making a decision for you or me trying to motivate you to do one side or the other, I know I'm not going to please you because at the end of the day, it's about what you want to do. So that's all I got to say about the situation. I know they was gearing it towards females, but I wanted to see it in a more general statement because it's the same thing for guys as well. We're never really satisfied. We're always looking for changes, and we don't want to make it seem like it's a sexist post. But I completely understand where they're coming from. So now we're going to actually move on to our Would You Rather segment. So I'm going to ask Ricardo a few Would You Rather questions.
And this better be good, man. Not like last week.
All right, so would you rather have sex with a goat and nobody will know, or not have sex with a goat and everyone think you did?
I'd rather have sex with a goat and no one knows. Because once people have their mindset on what they want to believe, that's it. It's a wrap. There ain't nothing you can say. Yeah, so I'd rather fuck the shit out of a goat and nobody know about it.
Would you rather have vaginas for ears or have penises for fingers? Well, it depends what type of vagina you got here.
Nah, because if I have penises for fingers, I could just fuck a bitch like that. Ha! Nah, I'm taking penises for fingers. I just won't have a lot of guy friends.
I won't dap you up. We won't share anything. When it's cold, it's all shriveled up.
Boy, we just think about it. You just fuck a bitch like that. Just yeah, I'm doing that.
Would you rather Eat a potato and feel its pain, or be a potato.
Eat a potato and feel its pain. The fuck? Or be a potato?
I'd rather just eat it.
Yeah, I'd rather eat the motherfucker. I've been through worse.
Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have to sneeze but not be able to?
I'd rather have hiccups for the rest of my life. Cause
And
being like that the whole time, nah, I can't. You can't talk. You can't do nothing.
Would you rather smell like eggs when you burp, or have a green cloud appear when you fart?
I'd rather green cloud when I fart because I don't fart in public.
That shit fucks with your stomach.
I just don't fart in public.
All right, we got one more. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once to stop it?
Whoever picks that second option is fucking sick.
Wouldn't you want to just end the torture?
No, I'd rather watch my parents get it every day than to jump in once. That shit don't leave you.
What if you just gotta like put your hand on your mom stop?
Nah, it says jump in, as in get in with the action. I'm not doing that. That shit follows you forever. That shit like your resume.
Having to see that every day.
Fuck that shit. They're old. They'll, God forbid, they'll die eventually. It'll end eventually.
But it says the rest of your life. So that means until you die.
There's no way they can outlive me.
I mean,
no.
God forbid you get shot right now.
No, there's no way they're outliving me. They're old. I love you, mom and dad, but damn.
All right, so now we're moving on to our meme minute, where Ricardo will be showing us some funny videos or a meme. We don't know what it was. Ricardo's normally the one that picks them, so wish us luck.
Here we go, man. First of all, shout out to the Shiggy Challenge. You know what I mean? He really did my man's Drake a solid. The dance craze was crazy, but I think what was so funny about the whole shit was everybody was asking about Kiki and whether she loves him or not. And I found this meme right here, so take a look at this shit. My son got a text from Kiki. She was like, "No, I don't love you, nigga. Stop fucking asking me." His face at the bottom of that screen, it is fucking hilarious. I don't know where that picture's from, but he looked like he's about to versus the team. Oh my goodness! Yo, just his face. He just. Yeah. It almost doesn't even look like him on some real shit. Alright. This next one's mad funny because everybody's been wondering what the fuck Bobby Shmurda been up to since he's been in jail. And my son been taking flicks on the regular. My son been taking flicks
with the same pose.
The caption, yo, this is the new pose, fellas. This is it. This is the new pose. This is for us. Bobby did it for us. So, no funny shit. If you follow me on the gram, my next flick is that's gonna be like that. That's gonna be the pose. Cause if Bobby says so, that's the way it gotta be. I mean, the man's wearing sunglasses inside in jail. I don't even think they're allowed to have sunglasses.
I wonder who took the picture.
Yeah, whoever took that shit was.
Do they have like a photo booth in jail?
That don't look like a photo booth, but no funny shit. That background dumb fire. I will take a picture there.
Quality look like it's from the 80s.
That really looked like the first floor of like most buildings, like the bottom floor, like when you ring the intercom and you first go in.
Oh boy,
my son look comfortable. He look Aki too. My son been working out. You know what I mean? He ain't end up like Kodak, man, fat. niggas done fucked up.
All right, last one.
The last one.
Before we go to video of the week.
Boop boop. It's gonna be a good one. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be an awesome one. Are you ready for this? You're not telling me if you're ready for this.
Can we,
I feel so bad for picking this one.
Which one?
I feel so bad for you. But I love comedy, bro. I love comedy.
Yo,
check this one out. I know it don't, but like, it's for the sake of comedy, bro. The camera adds 10 pounds, so I look even better. My son asked how many cameras you got pointing at.
I hate that. Why?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow.
All right, we're just gonna segue
Wow.
into the video of the week. Before we conclude episode 3, we're just gonna
Yo, this week's video is funny. This is funnier than the first video I had.
All
This
right.
video is gonna be hilarious.
All right, so video of the week.
Video of the week. Check this shit out. Mood.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that concludes episode 3 of the Convo. It has been fun. We'll be back to you next week.
Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please do not forget to comment on anything we talked about today.
Yes.
Your input is greatly appreciated because
Yes.
that gives us some shit to segue into next episode. You know what I mean? So
And if you are interested in any of the Convo apparel, we will be posting them on our Instagram page at _Convo18, and you would just get a taste of like some of the shirts that we're gonna be having, some of the sweaters we're gonna be having. So if you're interested, hit us up. We'll let you know about pricing and shipping and all the good stuff. So keep the support alive, and thank you everybody that's been supporting us so far. Peace.